to sort of deepen a sense of, we need a sense of relaxation when we meditate, and vitality and clarity of the mind. So of course this helps when we do some kind of exercise or something, qigong or yoga or something like that before the practice. Prostrations are great, but we're not doing that now. So as an alternative to bring a little bit more vibrance, energy, and the 9-round breathing is very good for that, clearing the stale airs and setting the mind and wind one place. So we bring the first finger of the right hand, inhale through the right, one slow deep breath, keeping soft through the back of the throat and the jaw. And then hold it maybe for a count of 4, holding the breath. And exhaling through the left nostril, moving the finger back and forward for the inhalation and exhalation. So we do that 3 times on each side. Inhale and just hold for a few counts. And exhale. Hold a little bit. And then inhale, exhale again. Do 3 both nostrils. Sitting for a moment for that basic clarity, and then can we capture that just for a moment? Feel, recognize it, so the basic clarity that exists always in the consciousness and reveals. Oh, you can't hear on Zoom? Can you hear? Yeah, Zayla says you can hear. Zayla can hear. Stan, not can. Oh, can you hear now? Yes, a little bit. Hold on. Sorry. Yeah, but I've got it right here now. And Stan said, okay, maybe I'll just sit like this then. Try one more time. The hand one. Yeah, try one more time. Sorry about that. Can you hear now, Stan? Yeah, okay, thank you. Got it right next to my mouth. Okay, we're good? Still good, Stan? Yes, okay. Sorry, let's just reset. Tech reset, mind reset. So taking a moment just to let's see what, again, always what motivation kind of arises naturally in the mind, where our intention is right now. So at the level of Buddhas, high level bodhisattvas, even the breath is a bodhicitta. Every part of their being is bodhicitta. This awakening mind, this ability to benefit sentient beings, even through just breathing. They don't have to think we are getting enlightened for all beings, but we do, a little bit. Of course, we do some spontaneous actions to help others. We can be spontaneously kind, generous, without much thought. And it's wonderful because we became familiar with that in our past life. And we carry that familiarity, that pattern of past life, and that's great. But to have this deeper level of bodhicitta that Tara embodies every part of your being, even your breath, your presence, everything is guiding in a subtle, very subtle or gross way. Every part of your being is guiding, has this ability to guide beings to enlightenment. Liberate. Tara has this liberating, moving us out of fears and obstacles. That's what the whole presence of Tara is doing. Tari, that tr sound, actually means to cross over. Helping us to cross over for our limitations right now. Cross over, journey over the spiritual path. All the way up to our full awakening. Opening up our wisdom energy. So yesterday I mentioned this transit. For those of you who, I read a little bit of astrology. I just read it, I can't do it, but I mentioned, because this week, this whole transit's going on in this big planet, Neptune, moving into a new place, kind of this place of Neptune embodies spirituality, compassion. That planet, all the different planets have a different energy, influence our lives, influencing the world, depending on where they're placed a little bit on the solar system. So Neptune's moving into this place of action. This area of life that's ruled by sort of action, activity, how we are in the world. So that actually many of us are probably reading about the peace walk that the monks are doing. 90-day, maybe it's going to be a bit more, I think, but it's 90-something days across the states. For peace and inspiring so many people, that intention and motivation and the challenges of the terrain that they're going through as they walk across the states. So that's very much is reflecting the energy that's kind of in our world right now, what we're shifting into, the possibility we can bring into our lives, because the karmic energy is there for sort of compassionate action. And that's very much the essence of Tara. So also doing Tara practice is kind of very apt right now, really fits with the energy of the moving of the planets. What the monks are embodying and showing in a very beautiful way, as they walk across. The importance of spirituality, peace, compassion in the world. And that sense of being active, doing actions to our body, speech, and mind to create that more on an individual and a global level. That's what we all want to do in this world, move into that. So just taking a moment, how can I be more active in my spiritual path? Doesn't have to be out there either. It can be through meditation, through study, through reflection, or so that manifests more out there. Just aligning ourselves with that energy right now. So when we start the Tara practice, we try and imagine it's easier if our mind's more like sky-like. It's very easy in Santa Fe. We have this beautiful, vast blue, deep blue sky. So if we feel we're kind of absorbed in the presence of this sky-like nature, the whole mind's filled with that. Taking a moment to feel that. And from our sky-like nature, our deepest nature, when we touch it, arises the beautiful aspect to Tara. This kind of fresh lotus, multicolored. The petals are soft. The sweet fragrance. Fragrance showing the sweetness of our morality, non-harming. Not one action in your body, speech, or mind harms others. It's perfected the morality. And she's sitting on the moon cushion. Tara's a particularly strong connection with the moon because the moon is like this nurturing energy. And mothers, friends, good friends, mothers who care for you kind of nurture. So that's Tara's quality, this nurturing, nourishing our wisdom, nourishing our compassion. This crossing over from our limitations to an openness, a sensitivity to ourselves and all beings. She's deeply sensitive to us and appears on that moon with the emerald body. Like a precious jewel, emeralds. Jewels are very precious, so she has that. Her body has this preciousness, this feeling, very precious. So we're in the presence. Rare. She's holding these two Aptala or lotus flowers. They have a kind of deep, again, a sort of sea blue, sky blue color. One is each hand has a lotus with three blossoms. One is fully opened. So that one shows she's embodying all the Buddhas, all the awakening minds of the past. One of the buds is part open, almost opening. She embodies the Buddhas that are awakening now. All the beings in this world who are coming, ripening into being fully awake. And the other one is more closed, showing the Buddhas, maybe us, who are coming to awakening. Future Buddhas, that'll be us. Still opening the blossom here, wisdom, knowledge, and compassion and bodhicitta, still on the path. But we will get there. So she basically embodies all the activity of the Buddhas, all the awakened energy in the universe. And her crown, her brows, and Om, white Om. Just place that somewhere there. I think it's there. The throat is a red A. So the white Om is like sort of also very beautiful white, like mountain white or conch shell, a shell that's really, really bright and clean. It's like that white colour. The A is like the red sky at night, that beautiful red sky over Santa Fe. Deep red, copper. The home, it's like the depth of the sea, really clear blue sea, settled at our heart. And that's already in our heart on the moon cushions, the tam, the essence of her, her whole qualities and the syllable, an aspect of syllable and sound, surrounded by the mantra on tari tutari turi so. From that goes out from our heart, reaches out to all the 10 directions, touching the heart of all the sages, the past, present, and future, especially the lineage of lamas, gurus, at this time and in the past who achieved her quality. So all their enlightened energy, inspiration, joy, bodhicitta absorbs into the tam. And she radiates more vibrantly, so we try and really feel her presence. Just try and stabilize whatever sense of tara feeling is appearing to the mind. Then we take refuge in the outer aspect of tara, who mirrors right now the inner aspect, the inner qualities we want to awaken. Where she, as we recite refuge, ignites that potential for us to become tara. We draw our mind the aspiration to belong closer in oneness with our quality. So we can recite the refuge twice in Tibetan, once in English. We'll do it slowly. Sangye chodan soge chognam Jan bardu dani kyab suji dagi chin so gebe sonam drola benjir Sangye drubar shu sangye chodan sogi chognam janju bardu dani kyab suji dagi chinso gebe sonam Drolar benjir sange drubar sho. I take refuge until I'm enlightened in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By my merit from giving and other perfections, may I become a Buddha to benefit transmigratory beings. I'm just sitting with that affirmation, aspiration for a moment. Then we recite the four immeasurables, the love, joy, compassion, and equanimity. The foundation, the foundational thoughts, the inner abodes, sometimes are called the four heavenly abodes. So the mental states that we need to blend, keep blending our mind stream with as a foundation to develop the sort of deeper, more vaster view bodhicitta. It's like the earth. These become the earth for bodhicitta to ripen in our mind stream. All, we can read together. We'll just do one and just take a moment each one. All sentient beings, although self and all appearances are dharmadhatu by nature, have not realized it thus. I shall endow with happiness and the causes of happiness. Through my actions, my virtue, my goodness, I inspire others to be virtuous. That's the essence really there. It's one aspect to immeasurable love. Next one, I shall separate from suffering and the causes of suffering. Once I know what the cause suffering and the causes are, may I lead all beings out of that, like Tara. Also be able to cross them over, so to speak, bring them over the ocean of suffering. Well, the layers, the different aspects of that, you know. Immeasurable joy I shall make inseparable from happiness without suffering. When our mind's lifted out of suffering, there's just a joy, joy, natural joy. It's nature mind, joy. So the more we lift our minds out of suffering, cross over, that joy just is naturally there. And I shall set in equanimity the cause of well-being, free from attachment, aversion, and partiality. Today we'll do the 7 limb again, and just for a moment stop at the Islam's Operation she likes to do, the limb offering and the limb of rejoicing, just touching on them for a little bit longer. With my body, speech, and mind, I devoutly prostrate. I offer all offerings, both real and imagined, taking a moment to make offerings. So I think if we were really in the presence of Tara, you sort of spontaneously want to give something, offer to that precious being, feels so precious, you know. Like when some of us were in the presence of our lamas, our teachers, those who really inspire us, we just feel naturally to offer something. It's a beautiful connection there when that happens. So from our hearts, we imagine offering flowers, something that we enjoy. Maybe we enjoy gardening, so beautiful flowers, beautiful park, fruit trees. All the delicious food in the restaurants in San Fe. Favourite restaurants. That's easy to imagine, yeah. Especially the hungry we are. And cakes and, I don't know, pastries, coffee in the morning. It's very clear in the mind when we want coffee, you know, that visualization is quite strong. So like that, you know, try and think like that. So imagining offering lots of coffee, delicious pastries. Through offering that, you know, delicious food filling the earth and sky, and creates a cause to eventually have the kind of food of samadhi, being nurtured just by the food and meditation, the bliss in meditation. And we'd all enjoy that for sure. And the next one, all sins and offences amassed from beginningless time, I confess. I rejoice in all virtuous actions of all holy and ordinary beings. So maybe choose someone that you find really easy to rejoice in. Maybe it's a friend, family brother and sister, one of your gurus. in your mind and just try and make it more and more filled with joy. How wonderful it is, how amazing it is when you think about their qualities, realizations, see if you can touch a joy there. And just sit with that, and think how wonderful it was, amazing that person, their qualities, their actions are, and see if the mind gets filled with a bit of joy. In the last three, O Gurus and Buddhas, please remain until samsara ends, and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. All my virtues and those of all others I dedicate to the full great enlightenment. Saji Bogi Jeshi Meto Tram Ri Ra Bling Je Nye De Gyambadi Sangye Shindu Mete Uwari Drogun Nam Dak Shinga Choparsho. The objects of my attachment, aversion, and ignorance, friends, enemies, and strangers, and my body, wealth, and enjoyments. Without any sense of loss, I offer this collection. Please accept it with pleasure and bless me with freedom from the three poison. So just imagining again something, pure place, beautiful place, whatever we understand. We did speak about it a little bit last week. So what a mandala is, or environment that we create for all sentient beings, something very beautiful, just like this center made of light, as well as our body, speech, and mind, objects of attachment we offer to the Haritara. Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Gamneyadayami. So with all those offerings we made to Tara, we try and feel she gets really blissed out. She's really pleased. So even though we might not see her clearly, she is receiving those in her subliminal level. She is there, she is present. There's no doubt. And she has the bodhisattva vow to appear, to be there whenever we create the condition. And the condition is doing these practices. They're set up in a way for her to be present with us as soon as we start. So whereas she receives all the offerings, and then we create the merit, the condition to receive the blessing. The first one, purifying her body. So she's pleased, delighted, and from she sends out, again, these beautiful streamy white rays that even just seeing the white opens our mind. Like you see a beautiful white, as I say, on a mountain, and the snow's there and the sunshine. It's really vibrant, clean white, coming from her brow area and entering into her brow, filling up her whole head area, purifying the the karmic energy that is harmful to our body. The seeds imprints that can cause any kind of harm in the future to ourselves and others, especially any shortness of life. So giving us longevity energy and purifying karmic stains with the body and energizing our body into compassionate action all the time. Next one, red one. We kind of we won't say the words, but we inwardly request, bless us with our speech. May my speech become one with yours. And then that beautiful red energy, like the copper at night in the sky, comes forth, light and nectar, filling up our throat chakra, our gross body, subtle body, very subtle body, 3 layers. purifying any kind of harm where speech that we've done in the past is blocking our potential to have a virtuous speech, powerful speech. And also within the speech is great wisdom knowledge. So that also comes in and fills up our throat chakra with wisdom knowledge. So our speech becomes guided by wisdom. Blue light nectar coming from the heart chakra and the home syllable, like the deep depth of the ocean. Very clear, though, deep clear blue, coming in and entering the heart chakra. And just filling our mind with that depth of wisdom, clearing and washing away our lack of wisdom, blocks, or wrong concepts. Then where we can't see right now, it's washed away. Where our inner eye wisdom is blocked, it's washed away, filled up with the wisdom energy tarot in our heart. And then the three come spontaneously, same time, simultaneously. The white, red, and blue in our whole body, again getting filled up with light and nectar, white, red, and blue. Gross body, subtle body, very subtle body. All getting purified, filled up with this wisdom, energy, compassionate action, talent. And we just think, see, whatever awakens there in that experience, that meditation, just that is me. Get a bit deeper into the nature of ourself. And one was the tarot, and we think this is me here in the tarot. Oneness with our body, speech, and mind. Then we dissolve into emptiness. So we're drawing forth with that meditation the qualities of Tara into us so we can dissolve into her emptiness, into her ultimate wisdom. She absorbs from top to bottom, accepting to always be present in our experience, our body, speech, and mind. To activate our body, speech, and mind always with our compassionate wisdom. And like mist in a mirror, coming into just a small ball of radiant emerald light, still precious light, like a precious jewel, translucent light energy coming to the crown and absorbing through our crown. And as we absorb into emptiness, the appearance of the body disappears. I can imagine just absorbing into light and space. The appearance of thoughts absorbed in the light and space, a kind of dualistic thought that makes us feel separate from ourselves, separate from others, disappears. And then dualistic me, myself, and I, that concept also gets touched by the green radiant light and just absorbs in the light. Wisdom light. And we just try as much as possible to be in that wisdom experience, a time. in that space, there is no I, no other, no action. Mind's just completely absorbed in bliss and wisdom, perceiving our ultimate nature. And then from that sky-like nature, this is what the Buddhas do. We can't see them in that place. And the other Buddhas can communicate in that deep place. So they arise. We think, I'm going to just, arise in the bodhicitta to benefit beings. So if we have the initiation, we can imagine our body now becoming a light body, the light bodhicitta, translucent, but again filled with this wisdom energy. Or we can imagine just coming back to our normal place and Tara on the crown if we don't have the initiation. She manifests there as the mirror of our mind, a mirror of our wisdom energy, Tara, just mirrored on our crown. Or we mirror that and embody that fully in the aspect of Tara. This is me. So in that space, it being Tara, or Tara with us, we can really benefit sentient beings. So as we recite the mantra, from the tam sound in the mantra, vibrating our heart, tam syllable, the essence of the sound goes out and fills all the realms of space, sending out on the tips the light, infinite taras, helping all beings, friends, family, people we know who especially need that right now, who are sick, who are from karmic obstacles. Touches them. We really feel a wisdom energy goes out like that, touches them in the heart, and just spreading out like the rays of the sun, filling space, all these taras filled and benefiting sentient beings. As we recite the mantra, we do that visualization, or we can visualize our light beams going out, touching the taras, all those again who have achieved the state of tara, and a shower of tara energy filling us up again. Just deepening that experience we have of being tara, oneness with tara. So we'll start doing a few together, then we do some on our own, quietly holding these visualizations. Om Dari Duri Soha. 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 Om Dari re, do da re, do re, so ha, om da re, do da re, do re, so ha, om da re, do re, som da re, do re, som da re, do re, som. Da re, do da re, do re, so ha, om da re, do da re, do re, so ha, om da re, do da re, do re, so ha, om da re, do da re, do re, so ha, om da re, do da re, do re, so ha, om da re, do da re, do re, so ha. Om da re do re so. So just sit and be with the energy of the mantra in your being, in your mind, in your heart. What that should do is open up a little bit space, concentration. Creating space for the thoughts. They sometimes can be a heavy emotional world. So what we do in practice, when we do these practices, it creates a kind of wisdom space in our mind. So we get a little bit separated from them. We're not drowning in them. We're not heavily identifying their thoughts, challenging states of mind. Eventually all the way down to or up to that sense of I. It's always there, me, my, mine. We want to create a lot of space from that so we can really see that it's just an illusion in the mind. It appears that it doesn't exist at all the way it appears. When we get that, when we get how it exists, how it doesn't exist and how it does exist, it's a very subtle dependent arising, very subtle, what we call mere existing in mere name, just merely existing. When we get that, then the mind really awakens up. Whole energy, those minds filled with bliss, peace, joy, when we cross over to that place. So when we do Tara practice, she's bringing us up into that place. And even more powerful can be this practice of the 21 Taras. Which we're going to do 2 times. We have a little bit of time today to recite 2 times. It's also very powerful using the different aspects of Tara. Of course, there's many Buddhas, aspects of the Buddha in the Tibetan Buddhist tradition. So there's like 21 aspects here of Tara, each doing a slightly different job of bringing us over, to our awakened state, moving through, helping us to shift through different kind of challenges, obstacles, obstructions in the mind. The outer ones, so even in the monasteries, they recite these praises a lot when there's obstacles. Even just to continue their studies, to have the momentum, the energy to go through like studies, discipline in the monastery, they recite this to give the energy, aspiration to keep going. At centres, we recite these often to keep the energy positive, wholesome in the centre for all beings. So that's kind of what these 21 taras do. Removing outer, inner, and more deeper layers of obstacles that maybe we're not aware of, but helping to shift in a virtuous way our karmic energy. Always keeping our karmic energy up, courageous, virtuous, active in compassion and wisdom. Just like, as I say, like this energy that's going on right now in the world because of the karmic shifts with the planets. So we imagine all the taras, we just feel all, there's different, so many aspects of tara out there, white in colour, yellow colour, green in colour. One green, sorry, in dark blue in colour. And they are showering aspects of themselves, like there's rain shower again coming in each one, as we see in the images on the side there. We get blessed with the different aspects and colour of Tara as we recite each of the verses. So we'll do twice in English. Om I prostrate to the noble transcendent liberator. Om Ishtara swifter away. heroic, eyes like lightning instantaneous, sprung from opening statements of the Lord of three worlds, dear-born notice, homage she whose face combines 100 autumn moons that full is blazing with light traceless splendid, as 1,000 star collection, homage golden blue unnoticed, water-born in hand adorned, giving ever calm austerities, patience, meditation, her sphere, homage crown of Tathagatas, actions triumph without limit, relied on by conquerors children, having reached every perfection, homage filling with tutari, whom desire direction and space, trembling with their feet the seven worlds, able to draw forth all beings, homage worship by the all, Shakra Agni Brahma Maru, honored by the host of spirits, Kopshreezers, Gandharvas, Yakshas, homage with their triumphant signs, destroying foes' magic diagrams, her feet pressing left out right, and blazing in a raging fire blaze, homage to the very dreadful, destroyer of Mara's champion, she with frowning lotus visage, who is slayer of all enemies, homage at the heart her fingers, adorn her with three jewel mudra, like three masses all excited, all directions fields adorn her, homage she so joyous radiant, crown emitting garlands of light, mythful laughing but tutari, subjugating Mara's devas, homage she able to summon all earth guardians assembly, shaking, frowning with her home sign, saving from every misfortune, homage she who strikes the ground with her palm and with her foot beats it, scowling with the letter home, the seven levels she does conquer, homage happy, virtuous, peaceful, she is filled as peace nirvana, she endowed with Om Soha, destroyer of the great evil, homage she rejoice surrounded, tearing foes' bodies asunder, frees with Om and knowledge mantra, arrangement of the 10 letters, homage to the recede letter of the shape of syllable, whom by fist stamping shakes the three worlds, Meru, Mandara, and Vinja, homage holding in her hand the Hirma moon of Deva Lake, for with twice spoken Tara Mb, totally dispelling poison, homage you whom gods and their kings, and the Kinnaras do honor, armored in all joyful splendor, she dispels bad dreams and conflicts, homage you whose two eyes bright with radiance of sun and full moon, with twice Hara and Tutari, she dispels severe contagion, homage full of liberating power by the set of three natures, destroy souls of spirit Rakshas, and raise corpses supreme to these praises with the root mantras and prostrations us are 21. All I prostrate to the noble transcendent liberator. Homage Tara swift heroic, eyes like lightning instantaneous, sprung from opening statements of the Lord of three worlds, dear-born lotus. Homage she whose face combines 100 autumn winds that full is blazing with light razorless splendid, as 1,000 star collection. Homage golden blue on lotus, water-born in hand adorned, giving ever calm austerities, patience, meditation, her sphere, homage crown of Tathagatas, actions triumph without limit, relied on by conquerors children, having reached every perfection, homage filling with tutari, whom desire direction and space, trembling with their feet the seven worlds, able to draw forth all beings, homage worship by the all, Shakra Agni Brahma Maru, honored by the host of spirits, Kopshreezers, Gandharvas, Yakshas, homage with their triumphant signs, destroying foes' magic diagrams, her feet pressing left out right, and blazing in a raging fire blaze, homage to the very dreadful, destroyer of Mara's champion, she with frowning lotus visage, who is slayer of all enemies. Homage at the heart, her fingers adorn her with three jewel mudra. Like three masses all excited, all directions fields adorn her. Homage she so joyous, radiant, crown emitting garlands of light. Miffle laughing with tutari, subjugating Mara's devas. Homage she mid the blaze like eon ending fire abiding. Right left bench I surround you. Troops of enemies destroying. Homage she who strikes the ground with her palm and with her foot beats it. Scowling with the letter home. The 7 levels she does conquer. Homage happy virtuous peaceful. She is filled as peace nirvana. She endowed with Om Soha. Destroyer of the great evil. Homage she rejoice surrounded. Tearing foes' bodies asunder, freeze with Om and knowledge mantra. Arrangement of the 10 letters, homage to the receipt letter, of the shape of syllable, hum by foot stamping shakes it 3 rolls. Meru Mandaran Vinja, homage holding in her hand the Hirmad moon of Deva lake form, with twice spoken Tara MP, totally dispelling poison. Homage to whom gods and their kings and the Kinnaras do honor, armored in all joyful splendor. She dispels bad dreams and conflicts. Homage shoes to eyes bright with radiance of sun and full moon, with twice Hara and Tutari. She dispels severe contagion. Homage full of liberating power by the set of 3 natures, destroys all spirit actions, and raise corpses supreme to these praises with the rude mantras and prostrations as are 21. So we take all that energy we've generated in the practice through Green Tara practice, the praising and receiving the rain-like blessing, all the aspects, the different taras in our minds, for us to, as it says here, due to all these merits, you can now recite together, just meditate, due to all the merits and all the merits of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas and all sentient beings of the 3 times, may I quickly attain the state of Aryatara and lead all living beings without exception to that enlightened state. Just take a moment, take that aspiration, keep opening my mind, keep awakening my mind in the qualities of Tara, becoming more and more qualified, spiritually, to benefit sentient beings. Bodhicitta. Janju senjorimbo she mage banam yegur shige banyampa mebai gone gondu belwar sho. Emptiness, may the precious view of emptiness not yet born arise. May that arisen not decline but increase more and more. Basically, may I be endowed, keep endowing myself to be endowed with this precious wisdom, that sees my ultimate nature and the nature of all beings and reality. How wonderful that would be. May I and all beings keep moving towards that state. Then we'll finish by dedicating for Lama Zopa Rinpoche's swift, unauspicious return, our main spiritual master, Guru, passed away, for him to do Chado Rinpoche's one, to come back quickly. Patient in bearing the hardships of spreading the teachings of the Muni in general and the teachings of victorious Jangon in hundreds of directions, Lord of Dharma holding 3 vows and wearing saffron robes, please quickly return as the glory of the peerless teachings. You held the teachings of explanation and practice with great asceticism, unable to bear that transmigratory beings are confused by the darkness of suffering. Through your great loving kindness, you skillfully led them to happiness. Unparalleled Son of the teachings, please return quickly. Beautified by the ornament of supreme patience and increasing the practice of the supreme authentic teachings of the victorious one through listening, reflection, and meditation, guide of all transmigratory beings along the perfect path, true and perfect pure Guru, please return quickly. And also want to dedicate for Lou right now, who's a student here, for his you know, he's going through a lot of health problems, challenges. So for that to be as easeful as possible for him, what he's going through right now, and for Marcia, 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 sorry, yeah, Marcia, who passed away, for her good future rebirth, ideally in a Pure Land, or if not, Precious Human Life, where she can meet, you know, qualified teachers and continue on her path to liberation and enlightenment. Anyone else want to dedicate for anyone? Mention now. Yes. Oh, yes. And Eric Gustafin, I think, is coming to the end of his life as well. So for that to be peaceful death and peaceful and auspicious rebirth, you know, for him as well. And for each one of us here to dedicate for ourselves, for us to have long lives. You know, Tara also embodies this quality of long life. We did some of the white Tara practice. You know, when we do the 21 Taras, it includes the white Tara energy. So that's longevity. So each one of us who are practicing sincerely, we want to complete, keep moving our mind in the path to enlightenment. Maybe have a long life and the best conditions to do that, the conditions we need for our spiritual development. And this life all the way up to through all the lives up to enlightenment. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you. And sorry about that beginning part. I didn't have the mic right, but now I have to make sure it's about an inch from my mouth. So. And we have still got Friday and no, Wednesday and Friday, if you're able to join.